Guys, we are back in another video here, and I have a lot of people who have been asking me what is the best fantasy card to make. And this video, I'm going to give you guys kind of my top 5 that I think are, the best ones to make. You guys leave a like, subscribe if you have not already. Keep in mind that it's always a gamble with these cards. There's really no guarantee of a guy going to 99. Injuries happen, slow starts, just tough years. I mean, anything can happen for these players, but based on, there's current card and their projections, these are where I think you guys should be kind of going for now. No real particular order here I'm going, but we're starting off here first with Oliver Ekman-Larsson, all right? So he's 6'2", 191 pounds, left-handed D-man. So right away, I like the build. I mean, it's a really nice build for a defenseman, 6'2", 191. He's got two-way defenseman, so that's a solid synergy as well. It's not like it's offensive defenseman. That would be kind of bad. He's got gold, seeing eye. Seeing eye could be pretty good. I mean, honestly, this year because of how often point shots seem to find the back of the net, right? So it's exceptional power and accuracy on shots. When the goalie is screened, a screen goalie's reaction time is also greatly reduced when shooting with this ability. So that's another reason why, Ekman-Larsson can be pretty decent, that ability right there. So what I do like for sure, guys, is the fact that he's 85 speed already, right? I mean, 85 speed already on him. That is something that I think has to be, looked at and considered, because that's already decent skating, and that could play now. You know what I mean? Like, you could use Ekman-Larsson right now at 81 overall, and you wouldn't be crazy to do that. The thing about defensemen are, obviously, guys, it's, tougher for defensemen to score typically, but every goal they do score is a +2, right? So you get a quicker upgrade with the defensemen, when they actually do start scoring. So say Ekman-Larsson has 2 goals in a game. I mean, boom, he's 85 overall already. Again, I know it's not a guarantee, of course. None of these cards are, but, Ekman-Larsson has a lot of potential, and I already think his skating is great. So looking at his stats over the years, guys, as well. So, back when he was on Arizona, he was putting up like 20 goals a year, or at least 14, it looks like, minimum. And then he kind of, went down a little bit of a down stretch here when he was on Vancouver. He had 5 goals, then 2 and 54. But then last year on Florida, he had 9. So, even if he gets 9 goals, that's a 99 overall, guys, So, I mean, pretty much that's what you got to be hoping for. I mean, realistically, is this guy getting a 99 before, April? Probably not, right? It would probably be towards the end of the year if he gets a 99. It's not a guarantee here, but I really think Ekman-Larsson could be a really solid card for you guys. I think he's certainly one of the better ones you could potentially make right now. Next up, we got Casey Mittelstadt. So the thing about Mittelstadt is he's similar to Ekman-Larsson. Well, they're both not the same position, but what I will say about Mittelstadt, guys, is the fact that he's more of a playmaker, right? So, goals aren't really something that he does too much, but my mentality is full season with the Avalanche. He's off to a really good start goal scoring wise. He's actually already matched his goal total from what he played for the Avalanche in 18 games last year and 5 games this year. So, I mean, right now the Avalanche have a lot of injuries, so I feel like, who's going to be really scoring the goals outside of McKinnon and Rantanen and Makar? I mean, realistically, they have so many guys out right now. So I feel like he could be getting a lot of looks here in Mittelstadt, for goals, right? I mean, everyone assumes he's a playmaker, he's a passer, which he is, but maybe that could fool people. So 6'1", 195, he's got playmaking forward, he's got gold, make it snappy, and as I mentioned, already a usable card. I mean, 86 speed, 85 acceleration. Like, this is a card you could definitely put on your fourth line at worst. Right now, so that is already what makes him intriguing. I believe, at least. I really think he could be a useful card right now. And then if he scores a few more goals, it's simple. He'd be 88 speed. I mean, that's kind of wild if you think about it. So, yeah, I mean, and I think he scored already, Mittelstadt, I'm pretty sure, since this card came out, because this came out on Friday, and I believe he scored on Friday as well, Mittelstadt, unless I'm wrong, but let me just double check. I'm looking at the box score, and yes, he did score another goal. So Mittelstadt is going to be an 83 overall already. So, I mean, already going up in overall. So that's why Mittelstadt to me is already an intriguing one. He has 4 goals on the year, sorry. But yeah, he could be a really, really nice card here. Typically, again, his career high is 15 goals with the Sabres there, so not a big goal scorer, but he's already got 4 goals in 5 games, so he's definitely, on pace to shatter that. But again, I mean, pace doesn't mean everything, right? But he's off to a great start, and like I said, with all the injuries to the Avalanche, I think Mittelstadt could definitely be an intriguing one. Next up, we got Conor Garland, guys. So I know people right away might be saying, well, he's 5'10", Henreek, only 165. He's a small card, small player, but, usability is a big thing, right? Like, you don't want to make a fantasy card and be like, wow, I have to wait, I have to wait like a month or two before I can actually use this card, especially right now in Hut with how much it is like harder to actually get cards to like trade in to make cards. I feel like you definitely got to be smart with who you make, right? So Conor Garland, 5'10", 165, he's got sniper forward, so his shot is already in the mid-80s there. He has gold, make it snappy here as well. But what I really like, I mean, he's 88 speed and 88 acceleration already. That's kind of crazy if you think about it. So yeah, I mean, that makes Garland already a pretty usable card. I mean, you can say what you want, that he's undersized. I mean, sure, that is totally fair. But at the same time, guys, that is a very, very, very nice card already at 82 overall. And all he's going to do is score a few more goals, and he'll be at 90 skating already, which is crazy. And, he's getting, looks like a decent amount of ice time right now and a good amount of looks with the Canucks right now. So definitely a guy. I mean, he's got 18 minutes. He had the most time on ice as any forward yesterday against the Flyers. So he's getting a lot of ice time. Garland's a guy that, he puts up good numbers typically every year. As you guys can see here, he scores usually, close to 20 goals a year. I mean, pretty much he's almost a guaranteed 20 every year. And if he's a guaranteed 20 again this year, well, he'll be a 99 overall. I mean, and that's something you want to see. So he's got 2 goals in 5 games so far. And as you guys can see, he's getting a ton of ice time. I mean, most he's ever gotten in his career by far. So if that keeps up, he'll be scoring a lot of goals. I mean, he could break 25, 30 this year if he gets that kind of ice time all year because he's on a good team. He's playing with good players. And I think he could be a really, really strong fantasy card. Charlie Coyle, guys. Charlie Coyle's another one that, his card's not amazing right now, I will say, but Coyle's a guy that I think is going to score a good amount of goals because realistically on the Bruins, outside of Pasternak, forwards-wise, they don't really have too much, I feel like, there that's going to score the goals. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to be a bad team. They'll probably always make the playoffs, it seems like, but 6'3", 218, right-handed centerman. He's got power forward. He's got gold, close quarters, 82 speed, 81 acceleration on him right now, so I would say really not the most usable card right now, Coyle. But what I will say is he's a guy that he'll get it done. He's always a guy I think people expect a little bit more from. But with the Bruins, he's been pretty good. I mean, he's been pretty good with the Bruins. And I really do believe that he will put up another good offensive season. He probably just will. I mean, he has to, right? I mean, he's their best centerman, really, if we're being honest. So I really think that he will. 6'3", 218 could be a really nice center. If you look at his career, 25 goals last year, right? So 16 and 16 the year before. But, I mean, listen, I feel like you got to remember, Bergeron and Krejci were on the team those years. So he didn't really have as much ice time and opportunity. I mean, I guess in 23, 24, that's when he really got his most ice time and he produced the most, as you guys can see, right? So even if he scored, 16 goals here, that would take him to a 97. So it would be close to 99. But, I mean, 25 last year. If he got that this year, we all know it'd be shattered. He'd be a simple 99 overall. But we'll see if Coyle can reach that mark again. Even if he gets 20 goals, that's enough for a 99 overall. So we'll see if Coyle can produce here and get back to that 99 overall. At least we have Travis Sanheim. All right, now Sanheim could be a beast card, and I could see him being one of those first to 99 cards. 6'4", 222, so he's got an unreal build for a defenseman. 2-way defenseman, gold heat seeker, and he's another one of those cards that's kind of usable right now. 85 speed, 84 excel, and a 6'4", 222 D-man. There's not many out there right now that are as good as him. They just really aren't. So I really believe that he could be a very useful card here, Travis Sanheim, right now. And looking at his stats over the years, he always puts up decent amount of goals. I mean, he really does. I mean, typically 10 goals he scored last year. That would be very nice. I mean, if you could score 10 goals, you take that for sure. That would take you pretty much to 99 overall for Sanheim. 7 the year before. He gets a lot of ice time, guys. He's always put up a good amount of goals. 7, 10. Like, he scores, You know what I mean? He really does score. So, I mean, it just comes down to, how much he's going to score this year. Right now, he has no goals, no assists. That's, obviously a little bit concerning. But there's no real rankings for this right now either, guys, I wouldn't say. But I guess if I were to make one, I would probably go with, honestly, I'd probably go with Garland. I would say Garland's probably the number one for me. I would then say Middlestat, OEL, Coyle, and then Sanheim, probably, honestly. So, I mean, you guys can let me know who you've made so far. If you have any questions about the fantasy event, please let me know. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, please make sure you leave a like. Subscribe if you have not already. Follow me on Twitch, Henreek. I'm live there every single day. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Henreek with 3 E's. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.